If you want to know the full story about how my skin went from this to this, watch this video. I'm 31 years old and I work in the skincare industry. So here is a crash course on how I got bright, even, and glowy skin. So pay attention and ready your notebooks because this video is gonna be a long one. But first, a necessary disclaimer. Skincare is personal. What works for me might not work for you. It's always best to consult your dermatologist. But unfortunately, not everyone has the resources to go to a dermatologist. So as your skincare big sis, I'm posting this video in the hopes that it'll be helpful to you. So at least you know where you can start. 3 years ago, my goal was to improve my skin quality in terms of texture and stubborn hyperpigmentation. I'm a woman in STEM, so I went the science-based route. I'm not keeping any secrets. There's no new information in this video. You guys can always do your own research. But first, let's talk about what causes hyperpigmentation. Melanin, which is the pigment in the skin of mammals, protects the skin against the harmful effects of DNA damage, oxidative stress, and UV irradiation. All human beings have melanin, just to differing degrees. It only becomes a cosmetic or serious issue if there's too much production of melanin. Information in this video, you guys can always do your own research. But first, let's talk about what causes hyperpigmentation. Melanin, which is the pigment in the skin of mammals, protects the skin against the harmful effects of DNA damage, oxidative stress, and UV irradiation. All human beings have melanin, just to differing degrees. It only becomes a cosmetic or serious issue if there's too much production of melanin or there's too much melanin in a certain area. Melanin. Luckily for us, there are ways to block the overproduction of melanin. Most skincare ingredients actually target tyrosinase, which is the regulatory enzyme behind the production of melanin. If this looks intimidating, don't worry guys, we're gonna break it down in a moment. So skincare ingredients can either inhibit the production of melanin or inhibit the transfer of melanin. To make it easy for you guys, I came up with an acronym. SKANE. This acronym stands for all of the things that helped my skin become bright, glowy, and even. S, the first thing, is sunscreen. Put sunscreen first because without it, the other things would be meaningless. Otherwise, you won't be able to maximize their benefits. So sunscreen always first, no matter the weather. Sunscreen is really important because it protects your skin from UV irradiation, which can worsen hyperpigmentation and also causes photoaging. Here's a collage of my favorite sunscreens, but use whatever works for you. The C in SKANE stands for vitamin C. Vitamin C, especially L-ascorbic acid, is a melanin synthesis inhibitor, and it's also an antioxidant that can help boost the protective effects of your sunscreen. Vitamin C and sunscreen in the morning is an amazing combination. Personally, I don't like the pure form of vitamin C or L-ascorbic acid because it oxidizes really easily unless it's encapsulated. So I prefer vitamin C derivatives, which have to convert into L-ascorbic acid on your skin. Here is a collage of my favorites. The A in SKANE stands for vitamin A derivatives or retinoids. If you are 25 years old and above, this is an amazing option. I first used retinaldehyde, then I went to 2% retinol, and then I went straight to 0.025% retinoic acid or tretinoin with the express permission of my dermatologist. Reminder guys, tretinoin is not over the counter, so please do not try to buy it over the counter. Retinoids are great because they have so many benefits. They're anti-inflammatory, so they help with PAH, and they are also melanin transfer inhibitors. They also speed up skin cell turnover and boost collagen production, so they have anti-aging effects as well. Here is a collage of my favorite retinoids. The N in SKANE stands for niacinamide. I know you guys are probably sick of hearing about niacinamide by now, but it is one of the melanin transfer inhibitors that is very well tolerated even by sensitive skin as long as it's at the right percentage, which is around 2 to 5%. Personally, I use 5%. 10% was way too high for me. It broke me out. And the one niacinamide containing product that I've been consistently using for 3 years is the Sipo True To Moisturizer from my brand Sipo. And lastly, the E in SKANE stands for exfoliants. My favorite chemical exfoliants are salicylic, lactic, and glycolic acid. Salicylic acid in particular is great for my skin type, which is combination, because it's lipophilic and it's anti-inflammatory as well. Can really help clean out the inside of the pore and unclog it. Exfoliating acids also help speed up skin cell turnover so the skin renews itself faster. Here's a collage of my favorite exfoliating products. As for extras, I did do Revlite laser facial, but that was already 2 years into my skincare journey. You can definitely opt for in-clinic treatments, but that is something you have to discuss with your dermatologist. If you're overwhelmed by this information dump, just start with sunscreen, cleanser, and moisturizer. I promise you that just the sunscreen alone will already help a ton. The final tip that I want to leave you guys with is doing all of this would mean nothing if you are inconsistent and impatient. Remember guys, it took me 3 whole years to get this result. Skincare takes time and patience, but I promise you it's worth it. And that's the end of the video. If you guys have any more questions for me, just leave them in the comments down below and I'll do my best to get back to you. I hope this video was helpful. See you in the next one. Bye!